just want better for y'all.
I don't think enough people are saying this shit.
These are just our ideas.
Maybe we should all be a little bit more self-aware and a little bit less delusional.
What do we know?
What the fuck could we possibly know?
Hey, look, get your shit together.
But let me stay focused.
Alright, and welcome to the reason they should have never gave you niggas microphones. I'm Lolo.
I'm bitch Shae.
And this is Let Me Stay Focused, the podcast. Woo! 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 Woo!
Okay. Got a little extra today.
I know. I'm feeling extra today. I'm also craving a sweet treat. I don't know what it's going to be. But I want something sweet. But
I always want something sweet.
And I don't want to mislead anybody because the way I sit like this, I always look pregnant in the clips. I'm not pregnant. But I am craving Apple Jacks. Really bad.
Apple Jacks are good, man. I haven't had them. I haven't had cereal in a while.
Apple Jacks good as a motherfucker, man.
But Apple Jacks are good.
I've been thinking about Apple Jacks like, what happened? Like,
is it because they don't really advertise them anymore, do they?
Is it because they got rid of cinnamon?
Did they?
I ain't seen a commercial. I mean, he was the star.
Oh, I thought you meant like they stopped putting cinnamon in the recipe.
No, cinnamon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, probably. I don't know. I feel like they just don't advertise it. But I don't even watch TV, so I wouldn't know.
My boyfriend refuses to pay with Hulu with the ads off, so I've been seeing a lot of commercials lately, and I can attest to not seeing an Apple Jacks ad.
Okay, yeah. So I do have like the Hulu with the ads too, but
I need to get rid of that.
I mean,
he pays for literally everything else.
Yeah, I don't see why.
Like all the time, and I'm like,
Oh,
the commercials do be fucking with me during Bob's Burgers.
They're not that bad though. It be the commercials on YouTube it be the YouTube ads that be fucking me up.
Then the people be begging you not to skip them. Bitch, fuck you.
I'm like, please.
Ugh.
But anyway, I have honorable mentions, so that means I go first.
Woo, 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 woo.
So this week's honorable mention is going to be Yandidi.
I love Yandidi. And we just talked about restaurants last week.
Yeah.
I love Yandidi.
I ain't no Keith Lee, but, you know, I did.
You hadn't been there before?
Huh?
You hadn't been there before?
No, this was my first time. This was my first time going. Because I had been meaning, I always wanted to try, you know, African food.
Yeah.
And I know there's different kinds, but their website just says West African. So
They're Ghanian.
Okay. So, yeah, I wasn't sure, you know, what part. But yeah, so I went in there and I ordered on the online, you know.
Oh, thank God, because you would have been waiting. They make everything like super fresh.
Yeah, well, I had never been there, but I assumed so because I had read reviews. Because reviews are helpful.
Yeah, there should be food critics that can let you know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, and so I had seen, you know, somebody say that they had put their order online and told them it was going to be ready by, you know, a certain time, and they got there, it wasn't ready. And I remember putting in my order, and it's saying that it was ready like 10 minutes later. And I was like, there's no way that shit ready. So I just kept taking my time, you know. I was like, by the time I get there, it should be ready. So I got there and it was ready. I probably got there maybe like 30, 40 minutes after I placed the order. And it was ready and it was hot. It was like,
yeah, you get your food. That shit
was hot. And I ate that shit in the car.
What'd you get?
I got the cabbage stew.
Oh, so you haven't gotten like the Yandidi wings?
I didn't get the wings yet because I was like, I want to try something that's not popular first. Yeah. So I tried the cabbage stew, but it came with chicken, and I got coconut rice.
Love the coconut rice there.
I fell in love with the coconut rice. I tasted it in the car. I was like, bro, I don't want to eat this in the car, but I literally ate my food in the car, y'all. I mean, it was a lot of food, so I didn't finish it.
Yeah.
But
you know, Belizeans do coconut rice. So when I was like, oh, shit, they got coconut rice. I was so excited. Sometimes they go a little crazy. One time I was like, all right. I didn't order a coconut, bitch. But their food is really, really, really good.
Yeah, it was good. That was my first time having Yandidi, and also my first time having
Ghanian food.
and having coconut rice.
They also have excellent customer service.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Because I wanted to speak on that. So the customer service was good because I would like some of their old reviews were saying like it wasn't that great. But I went in there and the lady was nice. She was super nice. I mean, I was just picking my food up, but they wasn't rude about it. You know, she was like, she told me have a good night, everything. So I felt like an appreciated customer. Yeah, a valued customer. Yeah, you know. And I just did to go order, and it was still quality food, you know. So big ups to them.
Yeah, I order from them regularly. I suggest the butter fried shrimp. It's life changing. The Yandidi wings are a favorite of a lot of people, and then there's a burrito.
A burrito. What kind of burrito?
It's got like all types of stuff in it, and I think you can add avocado. It's very well liked.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try them again because they didn't disappoint.
It's a slippery slope. I definitely went through like Yandidi every week for like 6 weeks.
Yeah, it's a little. Maybe it's. I think I can't remember how much it was.
I was gonna say it's a little pricey.
It's a little pricey. Yeah, I'm like the wing. I'm definitely gonna get the wings next time, for sure. Did you try any of the sauces?
No, and you know what's so crazy? If you go in there and you eat, the lady who cooks the food will come out of the kitchen and ask you how your food is. And she'll be like, try it with the sauce. And I always pretend I'm gonna. But I'm not. I'm a picky
you don't
eater.
Eat sauces, yeah.
I don't eat sauces. But she's so sweet, and I know that's how she intended.
Yeah.
So I will trick her every time before I tell her the truth.
I'm gonna go in there and eat one day.
You should. It's a good experience. And they have like a little game on the table that's kind of like Mancala.
Oh, where?
Yeah, that you can play while you wait. That was really beautiful. It's a shame I have Hotep of the Week.
I know, it always feels like maybe we should do the bad news first. But
yeah, we can't welcome people with bad news. And I'm about to like spread vitriol because it's someone I can't fucking stand. Hotep of the Week is ASAP Bari.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
JT went on the radio and basically said that time she threw her phone at Lil Uzi Vert and they were like, oh, JT has an issue with Ice Spice. JT has an issue with Ice Spice. It's not Ice Spice. It was that ASAP Bari was sitting in her seat because he's friends with Lil Uzi. ASAP Bari is one of the, depending on who you ask, co-founders of V-Loan, but they don't associate with him anymore. JT went on the radio and said this.
Why you had to throw your phone at Uzi? At the awards.
Okay, so let me tell y'all why I threw my phone at Uzi, because for real. Okay, the reason I threw my phone at Uzi is because when he had to perform, so we get in there and baby, I'm so sorry when I say this. Uzi is like a frantic kid. Like he moves around a lot and he plays like he is like play a lot. So when he got off stage, he came to me and he like, come on, let's go. He was like, give me a kiss. And then I was like, I gave him a kiss. He was like, we finna go. Let's go. And I'm like, what? The show just started like that. And then I had on this big ass dress. I had on a huge dress. So I'm thinking he leaving and about to send somebody back to come and get me. But when I get up, he down there with, Bari. He down there chilling with Bari. And so happened.
Who's Bari?
His friend. His friend that he brought. It's like,
maybe not then.
You should have made sure I had that seat.
Now, hold on, a couple more questions, JT.
So ASAP Bari's response to that was, he ain't want you sitting there, dusty bitch. Stop lying. She was really mad about Ice Spice, not me. She called him a groupie because he was sitting next to her. Bitch sold 6K talking about me. For those of you listening via audio, Big Shot Shae has the Home Alone jaw drop.
Cause what?
ASAP Bari, aren't you a rapist?
That's no more. Cause when you said V-Long, I was like, wait. Cause then he do something.
Aren't you a fucking rapist? Shouldn't you be worried about literally anything but calling women bitches? Because I believe JT. You're a fucking fan. You're trying to hang out with who you have left. You got put the fuck out the ASAP mob for being a rapist. Ferg don't follow you. ASAP Rocky don't follow you. I checked. The most recent thing before this anybody's ever fucking seen of you, aside from you being a rapist, is you trying to basically say that ASAP Ferg is not ASAP no more. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah. What?
You were caught on video.
Like,
You punk bitch.
this nigga raped somebody. You know what? Rape has been a lot, like a real hot topic this week. Not to make it a hot topic, but literally every day is some shit with these niggas and rape. Like,
And it's the fact that you typed that out and didn't think anybody who ever had any doubt that I raped that girl
what come for your ass?
would see this and say, oh yeah, he did that
He
shit.
did that shit. Like, like, as soon as you said, like, didn't you rape somebody? I was like, oh yeah, he did that shit. Because anybody can talk to a woman like that on some. That's just.
This is supposed to be your friend's girl.
This is your friend's girl. Like, they must not be friends no more. But even still, there's, like you said, like last week, like there's a code to shit, and people just don't know. But even still, this nigga, you even lucky to be there.
You pled guilty because you were on film.
Yeah, you couldn't even sit around me.
That's a.
Yeah,
I'm more so like, what the fuck is Lil Uzi doing being friends with ASAP Bari?
Yeah, why are you even? JT, why are you even? I know it's not about her, but
She made it clear that's his friend.
Yeah, cause you wouldn't been sitting next to me. Oh yeah, maybe she should have threw her phone at your ass too.
Bitch, like, come on. So 6K. People are asking who the fuck you are in the comments.
Yeah, I don't know who. I couldn't even tell you what this man looked like. And the only reason I remember is just knowing that he was associated with V-Lons because I remember Chrissy saying something about it before.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So, I mean, V-Lone dropped you. ASAP Mob dropped you. Why Lil Uzi picked you back up, I don't fucking know. But you should be grateful that anybody's even fucking mentioned your name. That's hot tub of the week.
Fuck that nigga.
In the words of JT.
Okay, well. Next we have lyrics and lessons.
Woo, 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 woo.
Or we give a lyric, you get a lesson.
Ha ha. It's like trick or treat.
Trick or treat. I feel like I did this one before. But,
I'll tell you if you did. We're here now.
but I'm not sure. So the lyric is, the sky is falling, the wind is calling, stand for something or die in the morning.
No, you haven't done that
Okay.
before.
The song is High Power by Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, you definitely haven't done that before.
Okay, cool. And so I used to hear that song and be like, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. You know, that's a typical like saying, right?
Yeah.
But I was looking when I heard it earlier. I was looking through Genius. I looked at the meaning in Genius, the app. Because you know people give their own little connotations or whatever.
Yeah.
So somebody said one could understand it as mourning, like grieving, I guess, rather than meaning that if you sit around being sad and mournful over your problems rather than standing up and trying to solve them, you might as well give up and die now. And I was like,
Might as well.
yeah, like, there's no point. Like, I feel like, you know, in life, you're going to go through shit and you're going to feel, it's going to make you feel ways, right?
Yeah.
And that's okay. Like, you can feel that shit out. But you cannot let that shit run your life. You
No.
cannot like just let inconvenience in your life really take you completely off track.
Don't make no sense.
You know what I'm saying? Like let that one thing. Not to say because it could be a buildup, but even still, you gotta keep going. Like because what
moving
you gonna do? Just lay down and die? I mean, you have to like want to do better, strive for better. That's what I got from it.
That's good. You know who should just lay down and die? At least at Bari.
Yeah. All rapists, actually.
Yeah, just rapists.
Because I seen some on Twitter today about a DJ Chino from Virginia Beach. He raped somebody, but he got out recently. And they
probably had a welcome home party for the nigga.
They was about to, but they got called out, so they took him off the shit. It wasn't like I think he was gonna be DJing, but they took him off. They took him off the shit. But either way, it's bad. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you don't think, a nigga who just got out of jail for raping somebody.
You think you should put this nigga on a club flyer right now? Like, ever? Like, this nigga should actually never be around women because he, drugged her as well. So, this nigga should never be in a club near liquor or any of that, ever.
Put him back. Do you have any guesses?
Sorry. Mariah Carey.
No, but I do love her.
My allergies been fucking up.
Learn my lesson 100 times. I can't take advice from niggas who need advice. I can't talk to weirdos who believe they lies. Waste of conversation, I ain't got the time.
I feel like that's familiar.
I have said I can't take advice from niggas who need advice on this show before. But that excerpt, the whole thing, is from Tapped In by Eric Bellinger.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like I heard that.
And the most important part that I take is always, I can't take advice from niggas who need advice. If I wouldn't do what the fuck you're doing, why would I ask you what to do for me? But also, I can't talk to weirdos who believe they lies, waste of conversation, I ain't got the time. Like, I'm not even gonna pretend I'm fucking listening to you. I have shit to do. I'm busy these days.
Yeah. Heavy on that. I just be realizing like I really don't have the time to do shit like that. Wasting time is just really not it anymore.
Like, let's just cut to the chase.
Like I really don't even like to be on social media that much no more.
I'll be up there.
I be up there, but I don't like it. I be like, bro, I do not want to be on this shit. Like, let me get off.
I'm my own
Then I get up
boss.
there again 10 minutes later. But that's just a habit of, just being used to doing it. But I just be like, damn, I want to read more. I want to, go outside more. Well, not right now because it's getting cold. But
We gotta hit them people up.
what people?
The Coquito people.
Oh, for sure.
Which also means we're probably at a year
But look,
of
I
this
actually
being
met
Let Me
them,
Stay Focused, though.
Yeah, we're actually coming up on a year for me.
Yeah, I know.
You've been doing it for like a year already, and it's a year and some change.
Yeah. It was a good year, but I'm feeling like it's a year as this being Let Me Stay Focused, because I remember the first couple of episodes. Well, we did one episode in the studio, and then you came here, and we were drinking Coquito, and I had on reindeer ears or something.
Yeah.
So it's about that time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woo, 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 woo.
But yeah, I thought you. So you're gonna make it?
What? No.
You're gonna get it made, or you want me to get them people?
We should hit them people up. We can never have too much.
Oh, okay. Cause I don't want to just call them people, but I actually met them when I went to New York in April.
That's so nice.
And
how are they going to send it to us? It's going to go bad.
I mean you can.
It's got like
put it in,
coconut milk in it.
Refrigerated. Like, can you things can be sent refrigerated, right? Like in like one of those ice box, like it's like dry ice or something.
I would feel bad doing all that, making them do all that.
I mean, we don't have to make them do it. If they,
We can hit them.
we can see what they say. Maybe they
See what they're talking about. I love coquito, and I love that it's coquito time of year. I don't even think I'm gonna wait till fucking
Christmas.
December.
Yeah, I love cookies.
Let's get this shit on the road.
I want to learn how to make it.
Yeah.
It's so creamy. Like, I just love creamy stuff.
It's a complicated recipe. I don't like recipes with more than like 3 steps. To be honest. But I like drinking it.
Yeah. It's very good.
Anyways, what else are we talking about?
You did your lyric. You just finished your lyric.
Yeah. Don't take advice from niggas who need advice, man.
Yeah.
And don't keep learning that same lesson.
Yeah, just only listen to people doing what you did, what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Listen to them people, or they where you want to be, you know. But not the people they fucking up and they want you to fuck up too.
Because they out there.
Yo. So I have Let Me Stay Focused, our topic for the week.
Woo.
And it's surrounded around this tweet that I came across. And so the tweet said, well, it was a tweet, but I'm pretty sure this was a Facebook post. You know, y'all know how Facebook is.
Yeah, we know how that go.
So it's gonna be this is a hypo-ghe-tical conversation. So the post says, my 16-year-old daughter feels entitled to my child support I get from her
I know
father.
exactly what this is. Go ahead.
How would you handle this? I also think her father is putting things in her head. Either way, the money he sends is for me to care for her, and she doesn't grasp paying my bills, which also benefits her. Her siblings is a part of this. That's how she typed it. I know it sounded weird. Mm-hmm. But the screenshot is a text message from her daughter to the mother, and it says, "My dad told me how much he pays you in child support, and he showed me. I just don't understand how my dad pays $1,900 in child support when I ask you for something, you say no. Also, you use the money my dad sends to take care of me to spend on Aaron and Jess. When I ask for something, it's always a problem, and you threaten to take my phone away when I do anything you don't like. If it wasn't for me being here and my dad paying you, you couldn't afford to keep the house. I do love you, but I feel like you take advantage of having me here. I'd rather live with my dad, and I just want you to allow for it to happen without making it a big issue. I don't think it's right. I don't benefit from my dad's child support, yet you spend it." So, let's unpack here.
Yeah, less.
So, how do you feel like the child is wrong for wanting to? Well, I don't want to say wrong for wanting to go live with their dad, but do you feel like that's a valid response or like a valid solution?
I feel weird. I don't know, because I'm trying to unpack, like, my respectability politics. Like,
Yeah.
to me, that sounds like some shit her father said. Mm-hmm. But, I think from that, it sounds like I want to go live with my dad because I want to do what I want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because what she's saying, every
'Cause from
time
a
I
16
get my phone taken away, if I ask for something I can't have it, what are you asking for? Do I think that she should be spending all of this money on the other children? No. It's unfortunate that their fathers can't provide, but if that money is for that child, that money is for that child.
Mm-hmm. So there was another part, and it says, for those of you asking, she is complaining she asked for her nails done, which would be unfair to her sister. So no, not happening. Wants money to order lunch at school from a pizza place they can order from. Ask for money for things that are unnecessary. I give her money for things that are necessity. recently began demanding $800 to do driver's ed. I just can't use $800 for driver's ed right now. So, I feel like the situation is not like black and white.
Yeah.
You know, I don't necessarily think the mother is wrong for how she's managing the money.
I do think keeping a roof over your child's head is part of child support.
I do as well. But I am conflicted as someone who I guess went through having to be on, my mom having my dad on child support, and the money always goes to the mother, right? So I feel like that's the important thing, because if the child was supposed to have the money, I feel like there will be other, I guess, processes in place to make sure that the child is allotted, I guess, an allowance. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's up to the mother's discretion on how to spend that money. But I do feel for the 16-year-old, because as a 16-year-old,
Yeah.
this is around the time that you do want to start, you kind of figuring yourself out. You want to buy things. You want to like work on your look and shit like that. Like, whatever the case may be, wanting to learn how to drive, that's definitely something you want to do at that age. And I feel like, I don't know the mother's financial situation, but I do feel like the child support should cover the things that is not driver's ed is not necessarily a necessity; it's a privilege. But at the same time, like,
Yeah. You're inhibiting her growth.
That's something she should be able to do around this age,
Yeah.
And I feel like if they're not a bad kid, then why, you know what I'm saying? Why not? You should actually try to make that shit happen.
Yeah.
Just because you do have other kids, I don't feel like one should suffer, or any of them should suffer. You know what I'm saying? Like, if one can't get something because, the whatever the situation is, you know what I'm saying? You as a mother you have to make up for that. Like,
Yeah.
it may be unfair. You may not be getting enough help, but at the same time, you don't want your kids. You don't want to drive that wedge between your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you possibly have two teenagers or two kids who's like resenting the other, or it could be vice versa or both ways or whatever. Because they can't really express themselves. They feel like they can't be a kid. You know what I'm saying? I feel like in those situations where you tell the kid, like, no, because I need this money for the bills. I mean, that's valid, but at the same time, it's like, I'm just trying to be a kid. Like, I didn't ask to be here, and you're preventing me from doing certain things that.
$1,900 is a lot of money.
It is.
I can't even sit here and be like, why can't the mom? You can't make something shake
For one kid
with $1,100.
You can make something shake. At least
for the driver's ed, you.
And
could.
I do understand, like, kids have a skewed perspective of like money, right?
Yeah.
And how responsibility and how you have to work for your money and how much shit be costing. I get that, but you get $1,900. You can get her a driver's ed.
Yeah, even if you waited 2 months and took $400.
Like,
here's the thing, I just more and more be thinking everything's fucking fake.
yeah.
I don't see nobody getting $1,900 in child support.
I'm
don't
like,
see
for
it.
one kid, that's kind of steep. And then if you are getting that kind of money,
That means her dad's wealthy.
Exactly. So what are you doing? Why are you struggling? I mean, I don't know. Everybody's struggling right now. I don't want to judge.
What is keeping you from sending her?
Yeah, like, what is keeping you from, like, letting her get her fucking nails done?
But I'm saying, what's keeping you from sending her from, okay, go live with your dad?
Or, yeah, that too. But that's why I feel like when she was saying, like, she's taking advantage, like, it does sound very, like, coded, like, she talked to her dad and they had this exchange. And now, those may not be his exact words, but, like, now he he put those little things in her head, she possibly, did not originally feel those type of way. I feel like it's just a fucked up situation because I feel like at 16, I mean, you should be starting to want to work, but at the same time,
I was gonna mention that too.
But at the same time, it's like, I know how people feel about. I don't want my kids don't have to work if if you got it like that.
But she clearly doesn't.
But she clearly don't. So my thing
with the nails is off. I don't understand unless you have twins, which you don't because they don't have the same father. What do you mean?
Yeah, like
you can't just tell the younger sister.
No, you can't get your nails.
You're not 16.
Yeah. That's what you were saying. Like, I feel like a lot of these posts is fake, but like, I don't know. This one, you can never really tell these days.
I just feel like that's real bold to text your mom or something like that.
That is bold. Crazy. But I have had conversations with my mom when I was around that age, and I wanted money, and I would be like, well, why can't I get some of the money? And she would say the same shit, like, well, you got a roof over your head, you got lights, you got food, you know what I'm saying? You got everything you need. So, as a kid, I'm like, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to stay with my dad. That's the difference. I'm not going to stay with my dad. So, you know what? Let me go out here and get me a little jobby job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And, girl, you got 2 years.
2 years.
Then that shit's dried up.
And I understand, like, damn, like, I want that. Maybe she might be going to college. Like, you don't really know. But, like, I do understand wanting that money and not being able to, like, you getting that support, but you not seeing it really. I mean, you, obviously, the roof over your head, your necessities. But, like, damn, I can't even go shopping because.
And to me, that gives the dad wants you to come live over there. Because if he is paying $1,900. He don't want to.
Yeah. But he also could pay less in child support. I mean, he could save money by having her live with him, but still give her the money she probably need. You know what I'm saying? Because it's probably nothing to him. Like, instead of paying 19, he probably wouldn't lose any money having her live with him.
Yeah.
Other than maybe like food or whatever, but he could still give her spending money.
Julia Fox was like, they calculate these child support payments and they don't count your time. And that's made me look at it really differently because he would lose money. Whatever you're doing, how you moving and shaking, you're used to doing that without having a child under your roof. Mm-hmm. And it's going to require some degree of sitting your ass the fuck down.
Yeah.
Right? And if this child is asking for a bunch of shit or to do a bunch of shit or is doing things that are continuously getting her phone taken, oh, your ass gonna have to be in that motherfucking house. Yeah.
Yeah. See, and yeah, because she did mention, like, her mom's taking her phone. I feel like if your mom's taking your phone, you probably doing some weird shit.
And I don't want to blame the child for how she feels because I think that's genuinely how she feels because of what she's being told, but
it's sticky. It's like I said, kids have, even teenagers have a skewed view of, like, money and how it works. Like, yes, you buy shit with it, but the value of, like, time behind it, you know what I'm saying? Like, the value of how you can even stretch that dollar. Like, you have to have, how to know how to spend your money, you know what I'm saying? And that, like, I feel like her mom just trying to teach her to, like, be responsible in a way. Like,
that's possible.
To say, like, you can't just have this money to go out and do all these things with it. You have to use it for things that you need. I feel like that is possible, but I don't know. I do feel like there should be something in place to where, like, when kids get child support, maybe when they do get 16, I feel like they should get, like, a little allowance or something. You know what I'm saying? So there's not, like.
But she didn't make it seem like she wanting for clothes.
She just want to get her nails did and get some pizza.
But what I'm saying is, it sounds like she's dressed. Is that not coming out of your child support?
I mean, yeah, clothes is like a necessity, right? So you gotta have that.
And if she's the oldest, because it seems like the younger ones are You getting the new shit. They
But
getting the hand-me-downs.
are they though? Because they might just be getting new shit off her shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
They probably getting new shit off her. $1,900 is a lot. If you got 3 kids,
That's why I just don't believe it.
19 for 1 kid. And y'all on Facebook with this scenario, like, I don't know. People just be making shit up, I feel like, too. But people do be going through some crazy ass shit, too. So it's like you really never know.
I don't know. I feel like I'm having a hard time processing this shit because I don't believe these people.
That's how I felt about the goddamn friend out Justin's friends and shit. I was like, I just don't think this is real. But I feel like this might not be a real scenario. I mean, it might not be a real situation, but I do feel like it's common.
Yeah. It just to me gives ask your mom where the
money's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my thing is, if you my dad, I should just be able to ask you for somebody to get my nails done, regardless if you paying child support or not.
Right, because it's the response no. Ask your mom, what am I paying for? If she got more than 2 kids, I mean, what was a 4-bedroom house going for?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of politics in there. I feel like it's your typical child support conversation, but it was different seeing it from like the child's point of view.
Which doesn't necessarily make any sense to me. Like, that's bold.
I don't think it was that bold. I mean,
You accuse your mama of taking advantage of you.
I feel like it's a little bold, but at the same time, teenagers are like that. They're real snippy. You say what's on their mind type shit. You really gotta kind of put them in their place.
You accuse your mom of taking advantage of you.
Maybe she do really feel like that though. Maybe like that's the thing. It's one of those situations that you don't really know the ins and outs. So like, what if her mama treat her like shit?
I don't agree with the nails part. That's why I'm like, this is a little weird. I don't have like a good enough answer only because is this true?
Yes, she said also you use the money my dad sends to take care of me to spend on Aaron and Jess.
And that's what I'm saying. If she doesn't have a breakdown of the money, what are you just assuming? That there's a roof over your head? That there's...
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, maybe she know, like, maybe her mama told her, like, hey, that child support come in. We going to shop. We going to get y'all some school clothes.
I would not say that to nobody, but she might be. Shit.
Cause if you tell me that, I'm going to be like, yeah, you wildin'. You taking advantage. And it might not even be intentional, but, like...
Yeah, I'm trying not to assume the child's spoiled and that there's just a lot going on here.
But yeah, I mean, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of wanted to see what your opinion about it was.
Yeah, I don't have advice from Umar per se, but there was like this little, I don't want to call it a skit because I think this was a real conversation between a quote unquote traditional man and a 50-50 man.
Okay.
Have you seen this?
You said it was a skit? No.
It was not a skit.
Oh.
Man, if I'm going 50,
I did see that.
Oh, I'm not a man if I'm going 50-50 with my woman.
I did see that.
It's hard, brother. And you sitting up here, your nice house, your nice jewelry, nice cars. Oh yeah, man, you gotta do 100%. How, brother? If I'm making $14 an hour, what you expect? You know, you still on there. Oh yeah, man, 100%. You're not a man. You're not a man. How? I'm still working. I'm still providing, right? So what makes me not a man? Because I'm going 50-50 with my woman.
And brother, I applaud you. Because I understand that it is hard out here. But we are men, so we have to go harder. I'm not saying or trying to speak down to you, my brother, by any means necessary. I'm not. But I want you to be reminded of something that our fathers didn't teach us, that we must go hard and that we shouldn't get into a relationship with a woman until we have direction.
But who are you to say that?
A person that cares, a person that loves you, a person that's been in your shoes and understands how it feels when we can't give our family what they truly deserve. We have to go hard. Now, give me one moment. I've been in your shoes. And when I was in your shoes, I stayed in my lane. I lived where I lived. My woman didn't work. She nurtured to the children till I got this. And I'm trying to give you the cheat code. Do what you need to do so you can feed your woman. And while she's nurturing the children, she can also nurture your dreams and your goals. Now you can be successful. Now you don't have to say, I'm working for $15. Now you can say, I got employees
that's where he got mad.
That's working for me for $15. I'm trying to elevate you. But men get so caught in their emotions and their pride, and the first thing you want to do is feel attacked. Get the wisdom.
This is coming from a rich man.
Right now,
this is coming from a rich man.
Right now,
but this is coming from a rich man.
How did I get here?
Yeah.
But how did I give you? And I'm giving you the steps. This is if you put down your ego, if you put down your pride, brother. Am I saying anything wrong? I'm saying men should be men.
But you saying we not men. You saying we not men,
brother. Any man that makes an excuse can't be a man completely. You can be a male. A man comes with responsibilities, and it's hard. To be a man, it's hard, brother. It's not easy. That's why the respect you want from your woman that you don't get, I get from mine.
My woman respect me.
Hold on.
My woman respect me.
You think she respects
my
you?
woman respect me.
You think she respects
all right,
you?
brother. Brother.
Has she ever raised her voice at you?
No.
Does she cook for you every night?
Of course.
So she respects you, cooks for you every night. Does she clean the house?
Of course.
She cleans the house, and you got her working 16 hours a day. That sounds like slavery.
No, it's not.
That sounds like slavery. That nigga walked himself right into a trap. And I think that advice answers some of the questions we have been asking about who's going to get the men together. To that I say, nobody. Because apparently, even the men can't get the men together. He was so mad. That's why I was like, I thought it was a skit, but his demeanor.
Yeah.
You're sitting here in your nice house. And he's like, but even when I wasn't rich, I still took care of the house. And he's like, how am I supposed to do that with $14? And he's like,
hey, yo. Man.
Nigga said that like it was his problem.
Yeah.
How?
He's basically telling you to go and figure it out. That's what men do.
He say part of your job is man. And he even said, neither of us had fathers. I'm trying to give you some wisdom. You need to figure it the fuck out. That's not for her to figure out. And I think he was lying. I don't think that lady, whoever he's dating, has time
to do all that. She ain't
do all that
every night. That lady is not. That's why when he said that, I looked at you. I was like, she's not cooking every night.
Stop the cap. I got meatballs in a crock pot. I'm eating a meatball sub for dinner. I'm a busy fucking lady.
Yeah.
Clean the house. Hire somebody to do it.
What year is this nigga living in? Because, yeah, it don't add. The math ain't mathing.
And a lot of y'all are trying to get slavery out of your girlfriends. Yeah. And let's not even get into how some of y'all don't even be wanting to claim them as your girlfriend. But want to do slavery tactics.
Tragic.
I loved that clip.
Yeah. I watched that whole shit too. I was like, damn.
We need to figure out how to get ourselves off of why we keep getting pushed to incels and 50-50 men. And figure out how to get ourselves pushed to our audience on Instagram. But in the meantime, why don't y'all watch that clip?
Yeah, I don't know what that is about.
The men are so upset.
They're unhinged, bro.
They're like,
literally fucking zombies.
And they hate that everything that they assumed about us is wrong.
It's literally wrong, but it's like they want to be right so bad. Like literally everything they say, we be the opposite of it. And it's crazy because like in that clip, I literally was like, well, I don't know if I said in the clip, but in the comments, I was like, I'm really not really hating Drake. It's more so about the fact of like what he did.
He enabled this audience to chant about someone he doesn't know all the facts. That was the whole point.
Like, it wasn't about hating men.
They were like, if Beyonce gave his girlfriend, but she didn't. We're talking about what's going on right now.
Yeah, a lot of these people be so slow, bro. And it'd be like, I just need to stop. I just need to stop talking to them because they can't. They literally cannot comprehend, and
they're refusing.
Yeah. And so who am I to force you to, like, you know what? Don't even worry about it.
Who am I to get in the way of what God has in store for your fucking life?
You're miserable, and I want you to stay that way. So,
case closed to me, personally. But yeah, so I think I am gonna go watch that whole thing. I find it very interesting. As an active member of the I don't know where my wallet is at any given time committee.
Yeah.
I'm clearly biased. But that other man was making excuses, and he's like, you can't be a man completely if you're making excuses. So.
Yep, that's that.
That's been another episode of Let Me Stay Focused. I was going to do the hand heart. Then I was like, not everybody's watching on YouTube. But then I was like, but some people are.
Yeah. We appreciate the viewers on YouTube.
We really do.
And the listeners on Spotify.
Do you know what we look like? Comment.
Well, that's it for me.
That's it. Bye.
Peace.